choke pear.
Nigga, what did we
It
miss?
was a metal tool that was put into someone's mouth or booty hole and then made
Whoa!
for purpose. The tool would stretch the point of no return.
What? Oh, what the fuck?
My God. Nigga, that's worse than Diddy in jail.
Oh my God. All right, boys and girls, in today's episode, we're gonna be reacting to the worst punishment in history. I'm not gonna lie. Listen, I was that guy that paid attention in history, in class. Like I remember exactly when it comes to war, when it comes to revolution, etc. But when it comes to punishment, though, because I know back then they were brutal. The best way I can explain it is: have you guys ever been in public where you see your grandpa and you see some weird shit, doesn't like it? He speaks his mind, and you'd be like, "Damn, this nigga's." Yo, this thing is OG.
No filter.
No filter, exactly.
Bro.
So back in the days, niggas had no filters. So I know the punishments were severe. They did some next level freaked up stuff. Before we get into this video, ladies and gentlemen, feel free to like, comment, subscribe.
Yakuza finger removal, also known as yubitsum. It's a
Here we
ritual
go.
done to gain forgiveness after a member committed an offense to someone else in his group, and it consists of
That's not bad.
amputating portions of one's own little finger to show sincere
Yo.
apology and remorse to the other. I've put this one as the least painful because it doesn't usually cause lifelong lasting pain, and it isn't deadly, unlike the brutal ones further down the list. Baston.
Damn.
But
But still, though, you're losing a finger, bro.
Yeah, that's true. Nigga, imagine putting your finger like that just because you didn't listen. Imagine you lose your finger, and guess what happened?
What?
You were not at fault.
Oh, man.
It was somebody else.
Bastinado. Bastinado consists of beating the victim with a light rod, knotted cord, or lash, exclusively on the feet. Unlike most types of flogging, it is meant more to be painful than to cause actual injury. Even though if done too harshly or for too long, it might cause the victim to not be able to walk anymore. This one is also not deadly. Pitch capping. Pitch capping involves pouring hot pitch or tar into a conical paper cap and forcing it onto the victim's head. The pitch was allowed to cool and the cap was ripped off, removing skin and tissue from the victim's scalp.
Oh. Oh. Whoa. Chill, bro.
Yo,
If you
that's
think
like
about it-
pouring hot lava that can't kill you.
Oh,
It
man.
burns.
Yeah, nigga. Oh. If you think about it, I feel like the only reason why they made punishments like this back in the days, because there's no actually like what's what I'm looking for, like actual like prison,
Conviction.
like yeah, exactly. There's no actual prison like where you're set for life.
Yeah.
Back in the days, nigga, that's just made of wood. Anyone can
Yeah,
break
that's
out.
true.
Scarring him for life. It wasn't usually done with the intention of killing, but deadly infections after this
Oh,
went that
no.
elephant's foot. This punishment, also known as
Yo,
gungarao, was mostly used in Asia, specifically India, and it consisted
I
of
thought
killing
so.
the victim by crushing him with an elephant. There were two variations.
shit.
Of this. If the
Fuck.
victim was lucky, his head would be placed on a pedestal, and the elephant would crush it, instantly killing him. This wasn't that painful because the victim would die instantly, but the second variation wasn't as forgiving. Some royal members wanted
I don't think they would die instantly. There's no way. What's the?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Actually,
Nigga,
no. Elephants weight more than 2 cars. Never mind. Yeah.
But like, nigga, what if the elephant slip and like, not slip, but like the nigga like, so your head is right here. The nigga doesn't hit the forehead, but he hits like the side.
Nigga,
So he has to double crush.
yeah, you're deformed.
Yeah,
Your head is deformed. That's what it is,
Nigga be looking
nigga.
like the Apple logo, bro.
Yeah, bro.
to sit down and enjoy a long show, so they ordered the elephant riders to train the elephants to walk over non-vital parts first,
What
such as the
the
legs and arms.
fuck?
The person would get crushed over and over before the elephant actually walked over his head and killed him. Poina cully.
Yo.
In ancient Rome, those who would kill their own father were subjected to poina cully. It was a death penalty that consisted of being sewn up in a leather sack with a mix of live animals, including a dog, snake, monkey, and a chicken, and then being thrown into water. Roman decimation.
What?
In ancient Rome, when
Nigga, I just
military
ripped the
units
bag.
or a
The
large
fuck?
group were guilty of
You can though. Those bags are low-key strong. I can't lie, bro.
Yeah, low key.
Bro, you're in water, soak, you're cold.
Yo, that's low key.
You're trying to focus on
And nigga,
breathing.
you're suffocating.
Yeah.
Yo, chill. And then nigga, you got a snake, you got a dog, you got a chicken. Nugget. Like, yo, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah.
capital offenses such as cowardice,
Venom
mutiny,
or
or
venom?
desertion. They
Sorry,
went through
venom.
the process of decimation. A cohort of
Yo.
roughly 480 soldiers that needed to be punished was divided into groups of 10, and each group drew lots randomly. The soldier who picked the shortest straw had to be killed by his 9 friends, often
my
by
gosh.
stoning, clubbing, or stabbing, while the 9 surviving ones had to stay outside the fortified security of the camp for some time. Since the killed victim was chosen randomly, all soldiers in the group were potentially liable for execution, regardless of how guilty they were. Blowing from a gun. Blowing
What
from
the
a gun is a
fuck?
method of execution in which the victim is typically tied to the mouth of a cannon, which is then fired, resulting in instant death. A description of what happens was given by an English soldier in the 19th century, and he said that the victim's head goes straight up into the air for about 40 or 50 feet. The arms fly off right and left, high up in the air, and fall at around 100 yards distance, while the legs drop to the
Joe.
ground beneath the muzzle of the gun. It's this low on the list because the victim probably doesn't feel a thing, as his death is instant. Basil II's blind journey.
No,
Which
no,
is
no,
true.
No, no, pause it. Bro, like, okay, I understand with the instant death, but like, I know you can feel like some slight pain, nigga. So, like, okay, I know the shit hits you like it's so fast, but you can feel something. There's no way you don't feel anything.
Not really.
Nigga, there's no chill, bro. Like,
Not really.
Yo, it's like somebody's pinching you. They can pinch you quick, okay, but like, nigga, I'm not making sense right now, but no, it has to have some type of pain.
Byzantine Emperor Basil II reportedly captured 15,000 Bulgarians during the Battle of Klyden, so he decided to use them as a message to their homeland. He divided the prisoners into groups of 100, and then he had 99 out of every 100 blinded, with the 100th man being blinded in only one eye, so that he could still lead the other 99 back home.
That's
Bulgarian
fucked.
Tsar Samuel died of a heart attack on October 6, 1014, reportedly due to seeing his soldiers blinded. Castor oil poop barrels. Making someone drink a lot of
What?
castor oil caused stomach pain and made them so sick that they could no longer hold their poop together. They would then put the
Yo.
person in a big human-sized barrel and remove them
Yo.
when the person confessed. This could even go as far as leaving the person to drown in their own body fluids inside the barrel if he didn't cooperate. Immurement.
How much shit you gotta take though to drain that
No,
shit?
dead ass, bro.
Gosh damn, nigga.
Yo, how do
Damn.
you die with your own poo?
Ooh, chill. Ew, stinky.
Yo.
Yo, chill.
Why are we laughing? Like,
Immurement was used both as an execution method and as a lifelong imprisonment method. It consisted of putting someone in an enclosed space and really tight space, such as behind a wall, for the rest of his life. If it was used as an execution
Fuck.
method, the person would be left to starve to death, while if it was used as
yo,
imprisonment,
nigga, pause
they
it,
would
bro.
regularly
That's my
give
biggest fear, bro.
Starving
That's
to
my
death?
Biggest. No, nigga, not even starving to death, bro. Like being stuck behind, like, yo, nigga, imagine a family just bought a crib. They're so happy. Then there's a nigga alive inside the wall, but he can't do anything because the wall is soundproof. But he can hear everything. And then you're just
Yeah.
walking by, but there's a nigga in your wall. There's a nigga in
Yeah.
your wall, bro. That's scary. And what if like the niggas forget about you?
You know what's
Like they
crazy?
imprison you.
Yeah.
Yo, chill. That's scary as fuck, bro.
There's niggas out
That
there-
shit just gives me to chill.
There's niggas out there who actually got buried alive. You know that, right? Like it happens a lot in
Yeah,
Mexico.
bro.
I heard a lot
That's
in Mexico.
scary,
Like
bro.
by the cartel, oh, what's that video we can react to? Worst death by cartel members or some shit like that. We'll react to
Low
after.
key, that's low key good. Yeah,
I have,
right,
yeah, I
right.
have one. I have one.
I bet,
the
bet,
victim
bet, bet.
food. Rack. The person would be forced to lay on a rectangle-shaped wooden rack that stretched the victim's body by pulling the arms and legs in opposite directions. It caused
will low-key
incredible
do that.
pain and could lead to
No, no,
dislo-
no, no, no.
What?
No.
What do you mean?
Hear me out. You know, I'll low-key do that to stretch my body, bro. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like,
okay.
Just to stretch it. Nigga, not to die or to have pain. Nigga, to stretch it. You know what I mean?
Out of all
But-
stretch movies you can do, you wanna do that?
Nigga, that shit feels like it's supposed to be nice. You know, you just stretch me up. Okay, pause me.
Fuck, bro. Hell no.
Alright.
Located limbs and torn ligaments. It was mainly used as a method to get information,
What
but
the
it could also be
fuck?
used to tear the victim's limbs out and leave him bleeding to death. Tarring and feathering. Tarring and
What is
feathering
that?
is a form of public torture where a victim is stripped naked or stripped to the waist, while
Oh.
wood tar, sometimes hot, is either poured or painted onto the person. After that,
What
the
the
victim would have
fuck?
feathers thrown onto him, or he was rolled around on a pile of feathers so that they stuck to the tar. This would not only cause extreme burns to the victim's skin, permanently scarring him, but also psychologically humiliate him in public, as he was meant to look like a giant chicken walking around the street. Choke pear. It was a metal tool that was put into someone's mouth or
Nah, that's bad though, cause nigga wants, cause they don't really kill you, but they want you to
Yeah,
suffer,
you get it, yeah.
cause the burns and the feathers as well. Like your body's gonna be healing, while it's
Yeah.
like covering all of that. So nigga, you have to pull every feather. Fuck, bro.
Feather, nigga.
Feather, yes. Every feather by one, nigga. That's just gonna
That's
be,
looking
it's
true.
gonna be painful.
booty hole and then made bigger on purpose.
Yo.
Wait,
It was a metal tool
What
that was
did we-
put into someone's pant chicken walking around the street. Choke pear.
Nigga, what did we
It was
miss?
a metal tool that was put into someone's mouth or booty hole and then made
Whoa!
bigger on purpose. The tool would stretch the
Oh!
point of no return. At
what? Oh, what the fuck?
My God. Nigga, that's worse than Diddy in jail.
Oh my god, nigga, it's just a stretcher. Oh my gosh, no,
Yo, what the
bro.
Bro. Oh my. Yo, and then like, yo.
The worst part is that some
Bro.
niggas like up their ass. That's the worst thing.
Bro, nigga.
Aztecs' live heart removal. When the Aztecs sacrificed people to Huitzilopochtli, the sun god, the victim would be placed on a sacrificial stone,
Oh my
and the
gosh.
priest would then cut through the abdomen with an obsidian or flint blade. The heart would be torn out,
Fuck.
still beating, and held towards the sky in honor of the sun god. Heretic's fork.
The sun
It's
god
a collar
nigga.
with two
Yeah, I don't know, niggas. First of all, niggas
Oh
that
my
believe
Lord,
that
bro.
shit, they made that shit up,
No,
bro.
that ass, bro.
They made that shit up, bro. Their own little tradition. Niggas fall for it. Niggas fall like niggas laying there. It's like, yes, I'll be with the sun.
No,
I'm
that
honored.
bro. Like, bro, like it's so dumb because, like, respectfully, like, bro, if there's the sun, there's the moon. So is there a moon god? So nigga, now there's god for everything.
Facts. That's a good point. That's a good point. I ain't gonna lie.
sets of metal forks at each end. One set was placed under the chin and the other at the sternum,
Yo.
and the device was secured around the neck. This forced the victim to keep their head raised, leading to
Oh
severe
my.
discomfort and sleep deprivation. The person would be
Oh.
asked questions or just be left there, while the fork slowly pierced through their neck
Oh,
and jaw.
shit.
This
Oh,
lasted
nigga, I'm
until the
moving my
victim could
neck,
no longer
bro.
hold their
Oh,
head raised, causing the
shit.
fork to pierce through. Rats cut.
There's a glitch around that though. Just lay down. Stay lay down.
Yeah, but my nigga, your neck is going to be like this for that fucking long.
Yeah, but like you can still function though. You're good.
Nigga, what if you have to scratch? You have to like. You know,
Oh
squeeze it.
shit. I don't know.
Yo, yeah, bro.
Okay.
Low key though, but like, but that wouldn't last for long though. My nigga, you try to put your neck like this for 5 minutes. Yo.
If I'm laying down,
that's
yeah, I can
ridiculous.
handle it. If I'm laying down, yeah.
A method attributed to the Roman Emperor Nero involved tying a cup filled with hungry rats to the victim's stomach and then applying heat to the bottom, forcing the rats to burrow through the victim's body to escape. In some parts of South America, they used a variation of this method called the rectoscope, which consisted of inserting living rats into a victim's rectum through a tube, forcing them to make their way through the victim's
Oh!
to get out. Catherine's
What the fuck? Yo, nigga, there's a rat in your butt, bro. Yo. I know some nigga enjoy that shit.
Oh. Nigga, they're
love
eating
to
you
do it.
live, bro.
Yo.
No, your ass? No, bro.
an execution method where the victim's limbs were tied to a large wheel and then struck with a hammer or iron bar, breaking their bones in multiple places. The
What
wheel
the
was
fuck?
placed on display
fuck?
later on, often leaving the victim to starve, boiling alive. The victim would be lowered into a large container.
No,
with a
that's the worst
boiling
way to
liquid,
go.
Such as oil.
You feel that.
Oil.
Boiling
Oil.
alive?
Yo, oil. Nigga, oil is probably even worse than water. Oil.
Bro, the worst part is here. I know they dropped you slowly, bro. Your feet would be
Low
cooking.
key, bro. Oh my gosh.
Gradually and slowly. The first exposed parts would be the extremities, such as fingers and toes, which have lots of nerve endings and cause incredible pain.
Low-key, like
then
you
the
said,
skin,
like you
muscles,
literally
and
like you
fat
said.
softened and liquefied due to the heat, while internal organs and the flesh got boiled from the outside, making this a slow and agonizing process.
Oh my
In another
gosh.
variation, which is thought to be even more painful and long, the victim would be
Yo,
lowered
human
into
are
a normal
fucked,
temperature
bro.
liquid, which would
Nah, facts. We're low-key we're like the evilest we can, like, I don't
Bro,
know. There's
what
nothing
the
else that's
fuck,
evil than
bro?
us. Like, we're not
Bro,
evil. But like,
Yo.
you know, we're the ultimate
Even-
evil.
Bro, even animals are not like this, bro.
They're not, exactly. They're not, bro.
be gradually heated until it started boiling. Keel hauling.
Yo.
Keel hauling was a severe maritime punishment where a sailor was tied to a rope and dragged underwater from one side of the ship to the other, passing under the ship's keel. If the person did not drown or get vital damage from the rusty and sharp wooden body of the ship itself, they would just do it again until the person was no longer alive.
Oh
It was
my
feared for its
gosh.
brutality. Sawing. When used as an execution method, the victim would be hanged upside down to make the blood flow to the head, increasing the time the person was conscious. The executioner would then divide the victim vertically into 2 halves, starting from the groin and moving upwards. Hanged, drawn, and quartered.
What the fuck? What is wrong with niggas?
Are these real?
People? Yo!
Bro.
Like, and then think about it. A saw is like you have to go like
back
forward,
and forth,
backward,
yeah.
Forward,
It's
backward.
not like
It's not like a chainsaw.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, bro.
Crazy, yo.
This method was used to execute men convicted of high treason in medieval and early modern Britain and Ireland, and it consisted of multiple steps.
Yeah, I know.
The convicted traitor was tied to a wooden board and dragged behind a horse to the execution site. There, he was almost hanged to death, then mutilated and had his organs removed, before being beheaded and his body divided into 4 parts, just in case he was still alive. These remains were
just in case he's still alive, nigga. What?
Nigga, look what they do with the pieces of the body.
Oh no.
often displayed in well-known places across the country, like London Bridge, to warn others about the consequences of being a traitor. Glastration. This method wasn't always deadly, but in my opinion it deserves this spot because of how brutally painful it sounds. It's the method of inserting a glass rod into a man's erect willy and then smashing it with a hammer, causing the glass rod to fragment into—
Stop!
Oh my gosh!
Nigga, I've been cut by glass on my foot or something before, and it is the worst pain. But now imagine your penis.
Yo, oh my gosh,
your penis.
Yo. And these niggas hammer that shit in.
Oh, stop, bro. Okay, wait, skip this one.
The multiple small pieces that shattered all over the insides. Glass rod to glass rod into a man's erect willy and then smashing it with a hammer, causing the glass rod to fragment into multiple small pieces that shattered all over the insides. Bamboo through booty hole. A bamboo.
What's up with niggas with booty hole? Yo, why are you putting bamboo in your butt, nigga?
The real question is, how many niggas did it take to hold your ass down to put that shit up your ass? What the fuck?
Yo, chill, bro.
The man, causing incredible pain. It was sometimes left until it exited from the other side. Spanish donkey. This was a sharp-angled wooden device on which the victim was forced to sit, straddling it like a donkey, with weights attached to their feet. This would increase pressure and pain on the body, often causing severe injury to the legs and spine until the victim was ripped apart by their body weight. Brazen bull. A metal statue shaped like a real-sized bull was used to lock someone inside and then—
I know about this one. I know about this one. I know about this one.
Yeah,
the Romans did this a lot, or the Greeks. I forget. This one's crazy. It's like a metal. It's literally a metal bowl. They put fire under and they throw your ass in there. You get heated up. You're basically on a fat ass pan, and you're being boiled like an egg.
Inside would feel extreme heat and pain while being burned alive. And it was meant to scare others by showing how bad.
Cause nigga, you're boiled like an egg, bro. Real shit.
Yo.
It's hot in there, bro.
Nah, shout out to my Ghanaian niggas.
The punishment could be. There were special pipes to make the victim breathe, which also made the screams hearable for the crowd, resulting in a bull-like sound. The steam would leave from the bull's nose for extra realism. Impalement. The brutal part of impaling, like crucifixion, is that the victim tortured himself. In a famous variant, he was set up high, on a stake, so that it didn't actually penetrate anything vital, so long as he stayed up on his toes, so he could keep it from going any deeper so long as he kept his own weight on his feet. When the victim would get tired, he would slip a little further, and when he felt the pain, he would scramble up again on the already aching and exhausted muscles, only to repeat this process out of exhaustion a little later.
I think this one's easy to escape, though. There's no way you can't escape this one. You're just on a stick.
Nigga, they probably glue your feet on that shit.
Nah, facts.
And so on, until something vital got pierced. Another variant consisted of the Judas chair, a torture device featuring a pyramid-shaped seat where the victim was placed at the top, with ropes used to lower and suspend their body weight
that's what I'm saying.
onto the
Like,
sharp
big
apex.
opposite.
The chair would slowly—
They didn't put any glue on your feet,
yeah,
but like, nigga, they put
rocks.
Like,
damn.
big rocks, bro.
Fuck. Yeah, it's gonna be. You're feeling that alive, bro. You're getting torn. Your ass is getting torn alive. What's up? Think about that shit, bro.
With ropes used to lower and suspend their body weight onto the sharp apex, the chair would slowly rip the person apart. Flaying. Flaying was a gruesome method where the skin was removed from the body while the victim was still alive. This extreme form of torture was used to cause intense, slow pain and suffering, eventually leading to death through shock or infection. The skin, lacking major blood vessels, did not cause rapid blood loss, so victims could...
If you really think about it, our skin is actually so cracked.
Why do you say that?
Do you know how much shit our skin is protecting us from? And it heals.
Facts, okay.
Yo, chill. No,
it's like our armor. It's our armor, but at the same time,
yeah,
that shit
it's
like,
our armor, bro.
It's not really like that,
bro, imagine seeing a bad bitch and you remove her skin.
Shit.
Remain conscious and endure prolonged agony. It was often considered a meticulous process, requiring precision and skill from the executioner. And rather than removing the skin in pieces, cultures sought methods to flay the victim more efficiently and completely, sometimes using substances like boiling water to facilitate the process. Bloody.
What the
Voice gives you over 150 lag-free, real-time voice changers and unlimited sound.
This one was a brutal ritual where the victim's ribs were cut from the spine and spread out to resemble wings, while the lungs were pulled through the openings, causing a slow, agonizing death. It's short, but it's one of the most brutal ones, in my opinion. Lingqi. Also known as death by 1,000 cuts, it was a famous method used in China to prolong the suffering for as long as possible. There were multiple variations of this method, even though almost all of them included cutting the skin deep enough to cause incredible pain, but not deep enough to allow the victim to lose blood. In one variation, the victim was restrained, and an executioner would pull knives out at random, each with a body part on it. Left forearm, right thigh, left foot, neck, etc. Each time he'd pull a knife out, he would make a cut on that body part. This would continue until the executioner pulled out the knife with the heart on it, and that's when he stabbed the victim through the heart. In another variation, they would...
China's
no, yo, my nigga. Yo, the thing is that, like, bro, some niggas deadass planned the whole thing out. Like, you know how, like, they say each knife has each, like, body part?
Yeah.
A nigga sat in his room and was like, yeah, bro, you know what? This is what we're going to do. Yeah, GG.
Man.
Tie a fishnet tightly around someone's body and cut off the pieces of skin that popped up in the holes of the net. In the most brutal version, they would bury someone up to their neck, make a cross-shaped cut at the crown of the head, peel the skin back, and pour mercury in the wound. The mercury...
What the fuck? Oh my god! Yeah, bro.
I feel that, bro.
I'm so happy I'm born in 2026, my nigga.
I'm happy too. I was born 2026. Gosh damn, nigga. Cause yo, what are these punishment, bro? These are inhuman, unthinkable, bro.
Through its weight would separate skin from flesh, and as the person struggled to unbury themselves, they would eventually leave their skin behind in the hole. Scaphism. This one is considered by many to be the worst execution method. In this punishment, the condemned person was placed inside a boat or between two boats, lying on their back with their arms and legs protruding through holes. They were force-fed large amounts of milk and honey, which induced severe diarrhea, and their entire body was smeared with the same mixture. This made them attractive to rodents, bugs, wasps, bees, flies, and whatever other animals...
Yo, this one's bad. This one's bad. You're feeling every pain. You're shitting on your pants, and the roaches want to eat that, so they're crawling up your ass, and your arms are out, and the bees are coming because of honey, and the rats are coming because of stinkiness. So you're getting killed by the whole ecosystem, bro. Holy shit! What the fuck, bro?
Yo.
Lived near the lake. They would eat and bite at the victim.
Near the lake, that's worse!
When the next morning arrived, the boat would be brought back to the coast, and they would force feed him another gigantic meal of milk and honey, also placing it on him once more. This was done on a daily basis to prolong the punishment for as long as possible.
How do you force a nigga to drink milk and eggs?
Would usually try to go into the person's booty hole, and that the method was so long that it seemed...
What's with the booty? What's with this nigga with the booty holes? The way he says it too, bro. The way
Yo, I know the nigga behind the screen is a pervert.
Yeah, nigga likes booty holes.
Nigga loves booty, bro.
to have no end, with a person surviving 17 days. This person
What
reportedly
the
had his entire
fuck?
face completely covered with wasp, and his flesh was rotting away, filled with swarms of parasites and worms, all while
Yo.
being covered in his own filth. If you want to discuss this video or suggest an idea,
No
What
suggest
the
this video,
fuck,
no
bro?
ideas.
Oh
No.
my gosh, bro.
I learned enough. Holy shit. Wow. Chat.
Yo.
Wow. Speaking of
Understand.
history. Why do they not teach us in class? In middle school? No wonder why.
Nigga, everybody of you will be crashing out. No, actually, no, nigga. Because there's always that fucked up kid that's gonna get some idea.
True.
You know what I mean? Like, bro,
Yeah.
there's always that crash dummy in school that's gonna get some idea. Hell no, nigga. I'm good.
Yeah, to do some weird
Yeah.
shit, something, bro. But boys and girls, if you guys made it this far, wow. All I can say
This
is
is
feel free to
crazy.
like, comment, and subscribe and join the community. And we just appreciate you guys. That's all I can say. We appreciate you guys. There's no words I can say. And just join the community, subscribe, ladies and gentlemen. That's all I gotta say.